Welcome to Tibara's Den, everyone. My name is Whitney, and welcome to my birthday video. It is my birthday the day you are watching this, and so I am really excited to record this video. Basically, for this video, I wanted to do something really fun, and Claire put up a challenge. It was her Eco Paradise Shell Challenge to support the World Wildlife Fund, and I am a huge animal lover, and I love the World Wildlife Fund, and so I think it's such an important thing that she's bringing awareness to. So I kind of wanted to tie today's video into that. You will see the build for these guys on Wednesday, and of course I'm going to have videos all week long since it is my birthday week. So tomorrow will be my fire element video, my create a sim for them. Then Wednesday will be the build for these guys. Thursday I'm actually going to be doing a journey to Batu video because that pack just came out and I've enjoyed exploring it so far, so I'm going to do a video with that. And then Friday is going to be the normal fire element build. But basically what I wanted to do for the World Wildlife Fund is create 4 different animals: a marine animal, a land mammal, a snake, and a bird. And so that's what we are doing here. So right now we have Dolly Dolphin. I made her aspiration the angling ace since they love fish. She's a child of the ocean, she's outgoing, and she is a goofball. Since dolphins are really playful and really social with humans and other animals, I thought that would be perfect for her. And then for her hair, I really tried to get kind of that dolphin, they have the very distinct bulbulous head, and so I was trying to go for that with her hairstyle. And then I extended her jaw and nose out since they have a very narrow and long jaw, and so I really was trying to capture that with what I was going for. And then all her outfits, I tried to go with kind of a gray tone. Her everyday outfit is she could easily jump in the water and go for a swim, but being that they are social, I did also create all her outfits and played around with that a little bit. I tried to stay gray toned or blue toned for all of those, and then some of them have little aspects that are a little bit more fun and playful, and I did that for both the female sims. The 2 male sims, I did Jax here as a jaguar, and then I did a green anaconda, and I didn't think they would necessarily be that interactive with the human world even as sims. They would still hold on to that animalistic features about them, where a dolphin and a macaw are already very social and outgoing, and very interactive with the human world. So that's kind of what I was going for here. So Jax here, I did kind of have a little bit of a hard time with him trying to get that right color, and they're spotted, so that was really difficult. But he is a bodybuilder, he is gluttonous, hot-headed, and very self-assured. I think those aspects fit very well, or traits fit very well for a jaguar. And then his body, I tried to make him just really thick and muscly. And like I said, I had a really hard time because you can't really do spots in The Sims. And then trying to find outfits that kind of went together with spots wasn't happening. And so I didn't, like I said, all his outfits are the same all across the board because I didn't think he would go to formal events or anything like that. And same for the green anaconda. They would just, be themselves, hang out in their little home area, and that would be about that. And then here, they have the smudges on the face. I can't remember what pack that came in, and I did try to put those on, which you will see, but they messed with his eyes because I had custom content eyes, and so I ended up having to take that off. So you'll see at the end of this portion that he has those smudges, but his eyes are black, where when I go to show you all their outfits, you'll see his eyes are back to what I ended up choosing here. it was just really frustrating because I do have the custom content eyes, so it wouldn't work together. But I still think it kind of gets it across. I think with the dolphin and the macaw, you can kind of see, like, you get that impression of a dolphin and a macaw where, and even the snake, even the anaconda, I think you kind of get that impression. Where with him, I don't think you would necessarily think jaguar, but knowing that's what I was going for, I do think it does come across. Um, and so I hope it does anyway. Either way, I had a lot of fun with this. And so here is the little smudges I put on, and I didn't even notice his eyes at this point until I went back to try to play with their outfits more. And try to see if I could come up with anything else for them. It just wasn't happening for these guys, and like I said, based on their traits and whatnot and how they interact with the human world in real life, I don't think they would necessarily go that route anyway, like the dolphin and the macaw would. Um, and so, like I said, he was a hard one. I thought, cat like would be a little bit easier, but he was definitely a hard one. And so now I'm just trying to find any shirt that makes me think spots or leopard or jaguar, anything like that to kind of get that big cat ideal across. But it just wasn't easy at all. And I did find a couple that I liked. I think I was going to go with this one right here, but when I found the bottoms that I liked, this just did not go with it. And then, like I said, just trying to find anything. And there's another one that was very animal print, but it was just too fancy, and so I didn't like it at all. This one, it's just way too fancy and floofy. I was like, and he's in the jungle. He wouldn't be wearing a big coat or anything like that. So that one was not going to happen. So yeah, I did go with this one. I checked in the full body. Couldn't find anything in there. So that was really frustrating. But it was still a lot of fun. I've created my animals as Sims before, but I've never done like animals based on wildlife. So I really do like how this turned out. And so now I'm just trying to find any pants with prints at all. And I finally found something that worked in the Island Living pack. So these packs are all over the place, and of course custom content as well. So this is what I end up going for right here. One, the color was right, and two, I wish the spots were like black outlined, but the overall color was good. And I really liked it, and I thought it got across that print better than the tops were. And so I ended up going with just a tank top. I went with the ripped tank top because I figured that kind of looked like spots, and I went with it in black to get that black coloration in there as well. But also, if he was living in the jungle, he would have like tears and scars and such. So that's the top I ended up going for, and I went with that all the way across. And then here we have Andy Anaconda, and he is a jungle explorer. I really like that one. He's a loner, he loves the outdoors, and he is non-committal because while doing this challenge, I learned that when green anacondas mate, oftentimes there'll be multiple males with a single female. And so I put non-committal for them. And then the lucky male just gets the win, essentially. But I thought that was interesting. I didn't know that about them. And so I thought that was really cool. And so him, obviously green skin, I had to go for that. And I just tried to, anything that made me snake like, made me think snake. And so I did find in the makeup some of like the little, it looks like scales, so I put that on him, and his eyes, I tried to make me the impression of snake like. Not quite. I had downloaded some custom content, like they had like dragon eyes and such. I was trying to find those and I couldn't find them. But I do like how it turned out for him. I really liked it a lot. I think his eyes, I think it does come across for sure. And so I put on the scales there and makeup, and now I'm just trying to find some eyes for him. And these would have been perfect if they weren't red, but they were red, so I'm definitely going to have to look for some more custom content, um, because I just don't have quite enough, I don't think. And like I said in previous videos, I hadn't really used custom content before starting this channel. But with doing the Mythical Elements series, there was a certain look I wanted to go for. And so that's when I downloaded most of this. But I kind of looked for some for these guys when I had that idea, but I couldn't find a whole lot, and I didn't know which animals I was going for, so I was just downloading anything that made me think animals, which wasn't a lot that I found. But of course, I didn't explore. It was kind of a short haul, so I didn't explore a whole lot. But I went with the pants on here, and I thought about going with the Slytherin t-shirt. That's a custom content piece as well. But it didn't fit the overall. I mean, it has a snake on it, but past that, it didn't really fit the overall snaky vibe. I thought about putting on the snake boots, but then it just all wasn't feeling right. And so I left on the pants because that way I got the scales on there. But past that, I left him barefoot and no top at all. And then this right here is Millie Macaw, and her aspiration is to find a soulmate because macaws are actually monogamous, and so they spend their whole life with one other bird. I learned that as well. She is childish, talkative, and a genius because they are extremely smart. And so that's what I went for with her. Her hair I actually used on my mermaid sim, just a different color swatch, but I had to use it again on her because it had all the right colors. It had the reds, the blues, the yellows, and the greens, and so I had to use it. I couldn't pass this hair up, even though I had already used it on my mermaid sim. It needed to be done. And then I really tried to make her lips, like especially that top lip, stick out and look beak-like, and then her nose curve like a beak, which you can't really see from the front as well. But her side profile is definitely a bit extreme. And then her lips, I did black lipstick. Since they have a black beak, I wanted to kind of get that across as well. And I ended up not keeping this eyeshadow because when I was doing her other outfits, I actually found an eyeshadow that was perfect for what I was trying to get across, and so you will see that in the next one. And with her outfit, I just tried to go bright and colorful. I tried to stay with the color theme of the reds and oranges, blues and greens, especially the red and oranges on top because the picture I was referencing had the top of the bird was red, and then it kind of went into greens and blues as it went down the body into the wings and the tail. And so I tried to keep that. And then for her shoes, I made her shoes yellow, just because their feet are yellow. So I look like a yellowish orange. So that's what I was kind of going for there. But I really like how she turned out. And some of those custom content tops had birds on them, so I thought they would be perfect, but they obviously caused issues, so they weren't gonna work. But it's kind of a tie between her and Dolly Dolphin, which one I like better. But I had a lot of fun with both of them. The snake and the anaconda, or no, the same thing. The jaguar and the anaconda, they were a lot more difficult. I think if I had more custom content pieces, I would have enjoyed them more. And maybe if I chose something that's a little bit more integrated with the human world, that might have been a lot funner. Because, like I said, dolphins and macaws are very social, and they're part of our world a little bit more than the jaguar and the green anaconda, which I think people do keep green anacondas, but they're kind of loners and not as active in our world, I guess. So, but here are their full body or their full array of outfits. So, the formal look, and then this is her outfit, and with the pink, it's a little bit more playful, and then of course her jammies. I had to do the buddy slippers because I thought that was perfect, and her party outfit, just a little bit more fun. And then for her swimsuit, I did the gold, just to kind of add that colorful aspect. Hot weather, of course, and then her cold weather. And I like the little hearts on the elbows. I thought that was like a splash of fun. And then here is Jax again, and you can see I fixed his eyes, and he doesn't have the smudges anymore, but all his outfits are the same, as it is with the green anaconda as well. I do like him though. Maybe not quite what I wanted to go for, but I do like him. And then Andy, he's probably my least favorite out of this group, but still pretty cool. Definitely a good part of the group. And then of course Millie Macaw. I love everything about her. Her formal wear is not as bright and colorful, but it reminded me of feathers, so I definitely wanted to go with it. So you can see that here. It's not as bright and colorful, but it still has that red. And then the rest of her outfits are very colorful and bright. So I hope I got it across kind of how she is. But that is it. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and we will see you guys tomorrow for another one. Like I said, there's videos all week long. If you haven't already, subscribe and hit the bell notifications, and we will see you tomorrow. Bye.